Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your faces to episode 7 of, let me get it right this time, the Footheads Football and FIFA podcast. As always, joined by Dom, aka the Domainist.
Guys.
Alright, so I'm not even going to dilly dally and pretend that we're not going to talk about it. How was Weekend League?
It started off so well.
Same.
Got a situation, 19 wins, 6 games left, need to win 1 to get gold 1, and absolutely bottle it, and finish gold 2. Happy though, my aim was gold 3 at the start of the weekend, so to finish there, I'm happy with.
Now, before I talk about my experience, the teams, as always, we are going to show our team breakdowns, what we've been using. My team, I could say, I just built yesterday. So it's not the team I took into the weekend league. It's more or less the same players, just a different type of setup. Same for you as well, right?
Yeah, this isn't the team I used in the weekend league. I'm going into the team I used in the weekend league a bit, but this is the team I've made today, sort of thing.
Okay, so weekend league. So I'll start off by saying this isn't really an excuse. Maybe it is. I don't know. Last year I managed to qualify for 2 weekend leagues last year. Only 2 in all the, all the different leagues or the ways you could have entered. I managed to get into 2. Both those 2 times, I only played until I got, the 5 games for your rewards, whatever, between work and just inability, whatever. This year, I actually started off pretty strong. I started off 2-0, and I was like, oh, this is going to be pretty interesting. I streamed all my games, so everything you can go check on my, my past videos.
Oh, it's fun watching it live.
I can only imagine. It was so much fun for me. I then dropped to 2-2, and then I had to get off to go to work. Fast forward a few hours later, I tried again. I went from 2-2 to 2-6 maybe. Brought it back. Went on like a 3-game win streak. Lost again. Long story short, I somehow, almost as if it were scripted. EA, looking at you. I got gold 3 by the very last game I had available. My 30th game, I managed to win, and I got gold 3. So, I'm happy. Again, like I said, the team I'm going to show you isn't the team I brought into the weekend league, but I'm depending on who I get from my player pick packs, should be the team I'm bringing into the weekend league this week. The one thing I can say, a bit of a plug for one of my buddies, James. I'll put his, I'll put his Instagram down below, just because I know, because his name on Instagram is @concentrate, and I know he loves it. So James, you got yourself a little plug. He put together a little video called #My Weekend League Experience. That gave me an idea. I record all my games. Well, they're all recorded from Twitch anyway. So I might not do it for last weekend league, but I might do it for this weekend league. I'm not sure because other situations might arise, but I kind of want to do that going forward. Maybe not every single weekend, maybe every other, something like that. Just like a broken down video of like what my weekend league was like. Because like Dom said, watching me play it live was funny for him. Can't say it was funny to record. But yeah, I managed to get gold 3. We actually have some information on the weekend league rewards, stuff like that. If you haven't seen it, we'll talk about that later in the video. But for now, Dom, your team is currently up on screen. You want to talk us through it?
Yeah, so I've just changed it about today. I did have, instead of Depay, Dembele, and Kylian Mbappe, I had Gabriel Jesus Mahrez and Nakata's icon card. And I just really wanted Mbappe. So I've picked him up today. Mbappe's nice, man. He's so smooth on the ball. Like, he didn't score in his first game, but he did everything else but score. I used his loan card before I bought him today, and I was really liking him. I'm still deciding whether to have him as a wide cam or my central cam because this changes to a 4-2-3-1 in game. Suarez is an absolute king. If you didn't see the last podcast, I got Suarez in my Rivals rewards untradeable.
Still hate you for that,
And
by the way.
he's so good. Like, I used my cam during my weekend league because I had 89 Alan Shearer as my striker. And he played well at cam, but swapping him to be my central striker, like, so good. Thomas Partey, his Champions League card, even his normal card, is, in my opinion, one of the best CDMs on the game.
Really?
100%. His combination of pace, he's physical, he's got decent enough passing, he's good at dribbling. He just can do everything apart from shoot. He can't shoot for shit. But apart from that, he's fucking amazing. Quincy Promes, it's weird because I see he's inconsistent, but I look at his goal record and he's got 19 games, 11 goals and 6 assists, which for a wide cam is pretty decent. So yeah, he's a bit hot and cold, but he's a decent player. Godin, in my opinion, was the best centre back in the game until I used that man's at right centre back, Virgil van Dickhead. What a card he is! Oh my god, best centre back in the game, hands down. I sold Rafael Varane to bring him in and do not regret it. Klein, I've just sort of got there to get Van Dijk on Chem. And Alisson's a solid enough goalkeeper. I'd prefer to get an Edison or something, but he does the business. And yeah, it's just a decent team. Like it. It's probably going to be my squad going into weekend league unless I get Red Mbappe or something.
No, you didn't. I don't know if you mentioned it. You do switch up to 4-2-3-1.
Yes. So in this team, Party and Ndombele go to CDM. Mbappe goes to my central cam. Depay goes to right cam. Promes goes to left cam, and Suarez goes to striker.
Okay, so having said that, we played a game yesterday with the team I had brought into weekend league, and what happened, Dom?
My team had a fun time.
I got fucking smashed. So
and that was with the other version of this team with
Jesus, that was with Jesus. That wasn't even with this team. So this is the current team that I'm working with. It's a 4-2-2 now. Like, as well as Dom, considering I got the idea from Dom, I got the custom tactics from Dom. I am also switching to a 4-2-3-1 in game. Only difference being, at the moment I'm loving Mertens ever since I bought him a few weeks ago. I believe it was during the beta drop. I picked him up. Not sure if I had. No, I didn't. That blue Martinez Champions League card is a fucking tank, bro. That card, I don't know what it is. I had Icardi and Martinez at striker in a 4-1-2-1-2 second variation all throughout. All throughout the weekend league. I decided to get his blue card prior to the weekend league, and it's a different card. It's an animal. It's so good. I mean, I could tell you right now, as far as like his stats, he's currently sitting at, where are they? Doesn't it say? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so he's had 49 games. He scored in 30 of those for me, and I think I picked him up maybe the Thursday afternoon before weekend league even started. So, you know, he's a little bit short of a goal a game, but a lot of those games he had 2 goals. Now again, during the weekend league, I was swapping formation to a, believe it was a 4-3-2-1 with the left forward, right forward. I would bring in Player of the Month Lucas. I would bring in Champions League Nabry, who I did get in a untradeable 2-player pack this past week, and I would either keep Icardi up top, Martinez up top, or I would sub on Musa if I needed that bit of extra pace.
Yeah.
As I'm currently sitting, like I said, I do switch to a 4-2-3-1 in game with this squad. Cardi obviously is my sole striker up top. I have Dries Mertens on the left side, which Dom did voice some concerns about that, but he's seen this team play several times over the past 2 days. More so yesterday. He's a great wide cam. When you say,
Yeah, I was surprised how well he played as a wide cam. I thought he'd be a waste and wouldn't get involved as much as he could, but seemed
yeah.
to be working for you
Uh,
there, so might as well keep him there.
Now, my right cam at the moment is Gomez. He does slide into my right cam spot, where Martinez then is just my central cam. The only way, like I did say, I was considering swapping up this team. I was considering using a 4-4-2. Now I can go different ways with that. I can either work on some type of a hybrid where, Serie A and BPL type hybrid. I haven't fully decided yet, but as of right now, this is the team I'm going to be bringing in. Obviously, any upgrades that we might get with tomorrow's player pick packs, definitely could definitely could see myself using a different maybe more of a different selection of players. There's definitely there's that red inform Moto Icardi. I would do dirty things to get. I mean, I can't say anything else about it. I would do very dirty things to get that card. So real quick, speaking of the the player pick packs, before we get into anything else, EA released kind of a breakdown, something along the lines of. So what I've been confused as far as, depending on the amount of where you ended up weekend league ranking, right? What would is there going to be a cap, or different type of brackets for players that you could get for your pick packs? Yeah, release that. So if you haven't seen it, I'll throw this in when this becomes a YouTube video. I'll throw it into the description of the video. Silvers 3, 2, and 1. You get FUT champion items to choose from per player pick pack. It's 2 for silver, 2 and 3 and 2. Now there is a cap of an 84 rated. Now based on the current team of the week, which I'm gonna pull up for you guys right now just to see somewhat. With that,
wouldn't be that bad.
It really wouldn't. You still have Barkley. You have center mid Hulk or Cam Hulk, which I know a certain someone who would actually love to get his hands on that card. You also have Sabitzer.
Yeah.
You have Footheads, which left back is interesting, but
I'm not interested in left back from the Russian league, where there's only 3 teams in the Russian league this year with 55 pace.
Because
pace doesn't really matter that much this year with defenders, but that's taking the piss a bit.
I mean, it's just kind of funny how didn't Pez get the Reds to
the
Russian, but apparently not those 3 teams, but it's fine. So yeah, like as far as if you end up getting silver 2 or silver 3, you still have a solid number of choices as far as who you could get in your packs. Now,
like honestly, for me, I would be pretty excited if I got a red inform delict.
Really?
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking about buying him for my team anyway. Taking Golden out and putting him in.
Would be an interesting hybrid, but I don't know. Me personally, I ended gold 3, meaning I get 2 player pick packs. Now, this is something I didn't notice until I'm just now looking at it. There's only going to be 3 players per pick pack.
Yeah.
Now, it's of course they're all untradeable, and the one good thing is there's no overall max rating on those 3 players. So, the way I thought it was going to work was, we all did until this article got released. I thought it was going to be from last week's team of the week.
Yeah.
Which it could have gone one of 2 ways. Either they could have gone from the weekend, the team of the week selection was going to be from the team that was active during that weekend league, so the week prior, or
Hmm.
just because it is the first and we had two weeks of dead team of the weeks in the sense of like they weren't available for selection for the player pickbacks. Just for the first team of the week rewards, you would have been able to select like it would have been any of those, which would have been a good thing because you have a lot better players, a lot more players, but at the same time, it's more likely you'll get a kind of shit team of the week that you won't really use.
Yeah, the thing with the player picks that annoys me a little bit is, see you get see you get silver 2.
Mm-hmm.
The player you can get is max 84. If you get gold 2, there isn't a minimum of the player you could get. So you could get fucking Lukas Jukovic, who's a 76 rated pleb from Birmingham.
I
You
mean,
know, there's
that's the
so
same
many
with,
shitters on the bench
but that's the
that,
same with where we're sitting at gold 3 and gold 2. You at least get 4 players per selection. I only get 3, but there's no max, but there's also no minimum. It's not like it's at
yeah,
least an 84 rated. Where I think, which is interesting because gold 3, gold 2, they're not exactly the most elite. Um, they're not exactly the
no.
most elite of selections. But you would think for like the elites and the golds, they would have at least had a minimum.
Yeah,
Um,
and make it at least 80. Like,
Not even 80. Like
81.
at least what I would have done, and like wholeheartedly, I would have made silver 3, silver 2, silver 1, max of silver 3, silver 2. I would have made max of over 84 with no base minimum.
Like,
Silver 1,
'cause-
3, 2, and 1. I would have made probably I would have kept it the way it is. But then once you get into the elites, elite through top 100, I would have at least had the minimum you can get is an 84. So you're guaranteed at least one of those top rated players.
like the thing with monthlies last year, though, in terms of FUT champs, was in your monthly red cards, they had a minimum of 81. Like, don't have that now.
That's what I'm saying. So
Um,
like could it be a case of, enough people might complain and they might change it going forward at least for the higher rated or the higher placed positions possibly?
yeah, but we'll have to see over the course of the season what happens with. But in terms of the player picks for this week, there's plenty of potentially good cards to get from Icardi, Chiro Immobile, someone I'm actually thinking of buying. Same with Lacazette. Mbappe would be a dream to get. Like,
Yeah, that Immobile card would be, I mean, obviously there's only one card I truly want and it is that Icardi. Um
here's
Mostly,
one for you though.
I don't know.
You got Icardi, Mbappe.
Icardi. I already said it.
Are you serious?
Now let me hold on. I'm flagging the
You're
play.
gonna get so much shit for that.
Oh, I'm fully aware, and I expect to get shit for that in the comments. My reasoning is right. Mbappe is a sick card. I would kill someone's mother to get that card in a player pick pack. Let me not act like I don't want the card. My reasoning for picking him over Icardi is plain and simply, I've used Icardi so much. I know how that card works. I know how to make his card work. I know how to make him score goals. I know how to use that card so well. I've been using it since maybe the third day of the beta. He's been in my team. He was the first expensive quote unquote player that I bought. Mbappe,
Yeah.
I had his loan card. I used him. Now again, I was using him as a right forward. So if I were to use him as my right cam or as my central cam, could he perform better? Of course, but based just off of players I know who are gonna be able to work for me the way I need them to, I gotta go with a player I know. Again, this is a snap decision. Like, I could get these player pick packs. It could pop up as Hulk, Icardi, and Mbappe, and I freak out and click Mbappe. But as of right now, being level headed, still kind of half asleep because I just woke up. I'm saying I'll probably end up taking Icardi.
Because I'm calling now that Icardi's inform is going to be about 70k.
Probably. Yeah. He's
Like,
already. I mean, he's
Mbappe is gonna. He's already like 150k, and it came out a couple hours ago.
the cheapest I'm seeing is 205 at 200, 195. Yeah, 185. So he's already dropped from maybe 40 minutes ago when I first looked at it. 179. Yeah, he's already like plummeted horribly. Lacazette is another card I wouldn't mind to get because, like I said, I was looking to branch out in some type of a hybrid. Now the only problem is, as far as CDMs are concerned, I would like to think I have mine settled because I am currently using Inform Lucas Leiva and Inform Pellegrini. Lucas Leiva more is like my holding CDM, Pellegrini kind of like floating through the mid type deal to like feed the passes to my attackers. If I were to swap over and use the hybrid in that same type of a setup, I have the choices of Fabinho and Fernandinho, who I've gotten untradeable over the past few weeks in Division Rival Rewards. I've actually been trying. I was trying to find a way to make it work with Martial as my left mid, if I were to do a 4-4-2. That Lacazette is a way to make that work.
Yeah.
So,
like,
then that Lacazette card it looks amazing. Like,
I'm just thinking in terms of value of the card. Like,
I mean that's also a thing. They're untradeable though, so.
but say you had the choice between Icardi, Immobile, and Hulk. Like, I'd probably go for Immobile just because he's going to be the most expensive out of the three.
Yeah.
And it's like, if
Fair
I wanted
point.
to try Icardi or Hulk, I could just buy them because they're going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
The same with if I got, God forbid, if I got Lacazette, Immobile, Mbappe, and Icardi, I'd go Mbappe just because he's going to be the most expensive.
Yeah. I mean, this is me being very wishful and hoping EA bless me, because God knows they fucking I deserve it over the years of abuse I've taken from this game. You know, would it be so much to ask for my first player pick back, Mbappe pops up, and then my second, Icardi pops up? I'm just saying. Is that really too much to ask for? Like,
what I'm expecting to get is just all these plebs off the bench.
Oh no, 100. Yeah, my first. I'm expecting my first pack to be Footheads, Ospina, and Ross Barkley, and my second to be Tonelli, King, and fucking Sabitzer.
I'd take that.
I was gonna say,
Ross Barkley and Sabitzer.
You would take Sabitzer over King?
Yeah.
His card looks so nice though. See, if you took if you took Sabitzer, it'd be a good way to link Bundesliga and BPL.
Like, really, like, I'm gonna have to get someone pretty special to outplay Suarez.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
that's your baby. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next thing we would be talking about are like any SBCs that came out. They're really to recent memory. I mean, unless they released any. I haven't been on today. I'm just on the web app.
I haven't released any today.
So, the one thing I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen. A certain little purple card might be coming out tomorrow. Little 5'9", little 5'9" Belgian winger from Chelsea. I mean, again, like, I've seen a few.
The only way I'll get that Hazard if I get red Mbappe, because I'll sell my Mbappe and do red Hazard.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm currently at
because I'm calling it now. You're gonna need at least $750,000 to do that Hazard.
Yeah, probably. How much was it last year? Do you remember off the top of your head? I didn't do any of them.
It was about 500k, but Hazard was cheaper last year.
Yeah.
Whereas his base card at the minute is like 400k.
Hazard didn't have an inform last year, did he? As well, when he got his Player of the Month.
Not at this point.
Yeah.
Watch them make it so you have to put a Hazard in them.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did that with Sane the first week of the game.
Yeah.
As you know, as if people are gonna have So I mean, having said that, I almost had Sane. Like I thought I was.
Hazard's prices actually rose to 500k now as well. I think people are anticipating that you're going to need him for his Player of the Month.
I think as far as it'll be one of one of those things that like if you try to do it cheaply, it's not going to happen. If you've been ripping packs left, right, and center, you still probably going to spend a decent amount of coins, just because you'll have some high rated players for one of the SBCs, but you're probably going to need them for all four. If I'm being completely honest.
Like what I would say, unless you've got millions of coins, it's not worth it.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. You've got a purple Player of the Month Hazard, but you're going to limit yourself to what else you can build around, and it. Like
I'm gonna be honest. He'll probably get another.
Like you'll have informs, you'll have other players. You've got Team of the Year in January, so that's only a couple of months away. So
honestly, like I was gonna do it, but like thinking about it logically, from someone who's doing a Road to Glory perspective, save your packs or save your players rather to use in packs for like Remember, between the end of October to I would honestly say Christmas Eve, EA usually release some really good SBC setups.
Footmiss
cards. All of Christmas Eve they just spam SBCs and stuff like that. So you can save it for that. How the Scream cards still haven't been released yet. I'd honestly say before we record next week's episode, they'll probably have. If not, they probably won't be released, but they'll have been talked about in some way by EA, I think.
Yeah, I could say that.
So, as far as, I was doing some research last night. This is literally how tired I was yesterday, by the way. I was like, oh, let's see who might be getting an inform so we could talk about it on the podcast, as if, it wasn't coming out today. But, besides that, I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I just the patch just came out today, didn't it? Or
it did.
Have you played any? Like I said, I have not touched FIFA. My Xbox hasn't been turned on at all. I realistically probably won't even go on until later tonight, just because I'm literally going out right after we're done recording this. Have you played anything or seen any change or anything?
So, from what I've played, I've played about 5 or 6 games. Shooting feels so much better. You don't get the side foot bullshit anymore, so you can score absolute bangers.
Oh my god, thank you.
Jesus, like some of the
you.
goals I've been scoring with Memphis Depay and Luis Suarez,
as if it's not Memphis Depay and Luis Suarez. But...
the gameplay feels a bit smoother as well. It feels quicker. It feels like the boosted the speed of the game a bit.
Now, is it because I don't know how many people who will have seen this video have played Pro Clubs yet. We could both say Pro Clubs is about 10 times the speed of Ultimate Team. At least for me, it feels a lot faster.
It feels slower for me.
It feels slower? The first time I played Pro Clubs, the first thing I thought of was playing an offline FIFA game with the sliders all the way up. And the players just sprinting around the field like crazy.
Like, when I say it's faster, I mean in terms of it doesn't feel as heavy.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like your players are running around with weighted vests and ankle weights on?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. How is, stamina issue?
Feels the same, to be honest.
How was, stamina issue with players? Has that been addressed at all? Or...
I play a high-pressure kind of play, so...
I mean, same.
My team gets pretty dead. So, I think that's just going to be a thing that happens regardless. But, yeah, I'm liking it. The headers are still a bit broken. Still scoring bicycle kicks with Diego Godin from corners. Yeah, there's still a few things that need to patch, but it's getting better, I would say.
I honestly think that, as far as, I just want... I know, like you said, you play a high pressure setup, and I mean I play the same type of setup, so my team's the same. Like I'm talking, I'll apply a fitness card. We'll be at the 27th minute because it happened to me last night. Pellegrini was crawling on the floor, like he was gone. So, needless to say, I'm now running with two CDMs as my super subs, as possible super subs. Just
Yeah.
because with a formation like that, you said it yourself, and I noticed it myself. You can be holding the lead, but the latter stages in the match, your players, your CDMs especially, are just going to get burned every single time. So you definitely need that super sub or someone to swap in and kind of revitalize your back line a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, what are some predictions for yourself going forward as far as weekend league this week?
Like, it's tough because I think after last week, I
Mhm.
think, right, I'm going to go for gold one. I've played the game for another week and getting used to it more. Um,
Now you've been playing the same type of, not the same team per se as far as with the players, but as far as like your in-game tactics, who you swap with, stuff like that. That's all been the same throughout, correct?
yeah, I've tinkered with it,
Hmm.
but it's been a very similar style, and I've sort of just stuck to um, 4-2-3-1 as a formation now because it took me a long time
See,
to find a formation.
see, the issue with me is I'm gonna be playing. I said I wasn't gonna be playing like last weekend league, and it wasn't for rage or anything. I'm gonna be straight up. Call of Duty comes out tomorrow night, so like it's gonna be difficult to balance the two, especially because I'm going out of town Sunday, so I won't even be home like until 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. And the last thing I'm gonna want to do is let's come home and hate myself and scream at my monitor for 6 hours like I did last week. So I'm in a weird awkward position where it's like, do I save the points? Because I know for a fact if I do go into weekend league, I'm not gonna get enough points for next week. Like I know that for a straight fact. So in
Right.
all honesty, just for my own personal sanity, what I'm thinking about doing is not entering into weekend league this week. Just grinding out on division rivals and really getting used to this team.
Not a
That
bad shout.
that and I have what is it? I think I have one gold fitness, plus squad fitness, and then maybe 50 bronze player fitness cards. So kind of need to grind those back up a bit, but
Yeah, get some bronze packs done.
yeah. But like I really do want to play in weekend league just because I feel like I'm wasting the points and by entering and not doing nothing but playing weekend league. But at the same time, I feel like I know next weekend I'm going to be able to fully commit, and possibly not having those points is kind of, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a snap decision, I'm sure, come tomorrow night. Um, Speaking of tomorrow, we get those rewards. Let's
We
get
do.
some predictions as far as who do you think you're gonna get. Like what are you getting as far as your rewards? Who do you think you're gonna get? That'll be the last thing we
Fuck
do.
knows. First week I get Aguero, second week I get Suarez, so I'm probably going to get Pele tomorrow. Like,
Well, Guerrero wasn't untradeable, right?
no.
Suarez was.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only do we get weekend league rewards tomorrow, tonight, air quotes, we get because you all those players that you've packed were division rivals, not uh.
Yeah. Not for chance. Yeah.
So what do you where are you about with your division rival rewards? Like what do you think you're going to be getting? Have you played
I'm,
like I'll be honest, I think I've played since weekend league ended. I think I've played maybe 5 games of FIFA. 3 of which were offline games, one of which I disconnected from. Please tell me
I'll be
how that makes
quite honest
sense.
with you. I'm like 200 points off rank 1.
Okay,
So
so
after Div Rivals, after the podcast, I'll probably
bang that out.
play small games
Yeah.
and try and put a bit of a buffer in place.
I'll be honest, I'm currently happy with where I'm sitting as far as um like I've been ranked 2 since the end of weekend league. Like just playing those games got me to rank 2 in Division 5. I'm cool with those packs. Um
I'm telling you now, tomorrow you'll need to play games.
oh no, well, tonight.
Tonight you'll have to play
Oh no,
games.
no, yeah, I know that for a fact. Like when I get home, I'm picking up a Red Bull on the way home from out of town. I'm sitting down. I'm just gonna stream. I actually need to do some squad battle games as much as I don't want to, just because I want that uh player trade pack thing. I can never remember what they're
Yeah.
called, which you need to finish gold 3 for, I believe. So I definitely need to work on that.
Hmm.
But I mean, aside from that, it's definitely been an interesting couple days of FIFA. You know, weekend league is always fun, of course. Um, Definitely looking forward to doing that. Whether I do or whether I do it this weekend or whether I do it next week, that'll be fun.
Honestly, I had more fun playing Weekend League than I do in Div Rivals.
Um, See, it depends when you ask me. If you ask me when I was on that 3 game win streak, when I was slapping kids left, right, and center, I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! It's so much easier than division rivals." But then if you asked me when I lost 5 straight, I probably would have told you to fuck off. So like, it depends, really. No, yeah, I mean, as far as like, it's not as much of a. Let me be careful how I say this. The EA gods might punish me for saying it. It's not as much of a sweat fest as I thought it was going to be going in. I will say that. I think
Yeah.
as far as like the sweat fest aspect of it, I feel like people do that a lot in division rivals, and believe me, they do. So I feel like they almost not get it out of their system, but like it's just not used as heavily or relied upon as heavily in weekend league, if that makes any type of sense.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience to get back into quote unquote competitive FIFA. It definitely was a good feeling. It definitely, I need to grind the game more. Plain and simple. Like I'm hoping that with the team that I'm currently using, I definitely like it. I love the tactics. I like the setup. And you said it yourself, just from watching me play with this team compared to 6-1, 7-1, or whatever the fuck the game was when we played. It just performs better.
100%. 100%.
Like
Yeah.
when me and him played, I scored a goal. Like he scored, and then I tied it up 1-1 maybe a few minutes later. Um, but as far as, oh, good to know, Windows and threat protection found no viruses. Thank you, computer. Appreciate you. Um, I think I had maybe 3 shots on target the entire, or 3 shots total the entire game. Like, so it definitely helped with that aspect. It's a hard transition with not touching my center backs and defending with my CDMs. It's so difficult to like teach myself to do. Just
Yeah.
because when someone sends an over the top through ball, your first instinct is, okay, take your center back and sprint them out of position for the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been our week with everything. As far as what's to be expected, hopefully within the next few days, me and Dom can get around to recording another Squad Builder Showdown. Either for my channel and his channel, or just my channel. We haven't decided yet. Definitely trying to do that. I
Don't
definitely.
ask about the Mario Cardi one.
Oh no. It's
That
what
didn't
what.
happen.
No, we never recorded it. He felt
No.
bad because he destroyed me so bad. Anyway, um, so like as far as besides that, I definitely want to possibly do that my weekend league experience thing. I think that would be hilarious, especially considering how, if you haven't seen me stream weekend league, and you're not sure what we're talking about, just head over to my Twitch. If you're watching this as a YouTube video, head over to my Twitch. It's going to be linked below as always. Just either wait till I decide to stream weekend league this weekend, or if you want to just check out last weekend. I wouldn't recommend watching it around your parents or small children or a priest, nuns, grandmas, pets. It's, don't watch it. It's just so toxic. I feel like I'm turning into Nick. Like I thought Nick 2018 was toxic. Oh, he got nothing on me.
Oh damn.
Like
Then Capcom Tom was interesting to watch his weekend league experience. That was.
why?
You thought Nick was bad.
No way, Capcom
Oh my
Tom.
god.
He seems so like
Yeah.
tame and calm.
No. Oh my god. But that's a story for another day.
Okay, that's gonna be something we talk about. All right, man. What time of the episode? Any plugs or stuff or something you want to toss out there?
Well, Mike,
I don't know. Fuck me.
you know
Mm.
that from time to time up in here, we might do a little quiz just to, see how good your football knowledge is based on a Premier League player.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another one.
Yay.
Right. So let's get into this. So he's 27 years old.
Okay.
His first club was Lyon.
Okay.
Last season,
Mm-hmm.
he got 14 goals
Mm-hmm.
in his first season in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So far, he's got 4 goals in 8 appearances this season.
Mm-hmm.
He
Like is
is a
that?
striker.
Like is that?
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
I mean, when you said his first team was a French league team, I'm like, okay, if it's not Lacazette, I'm just not gonna get it because it's the only obvious. I appreciate you going gentle on me this week.
No, that was an easy one for you.
Yeah, that was very easy. It was very easy. So yeah, man. It was a nice another shorter episode. Just because, the first episode I think we ever recorded was something like almost 2 hours. And then when we started introducing FIFA into it, it was like almost a 3-hour episode. So like,
and we don't want to talk about our real life clubs at the minute because why would we want to do that?
Well, I mean, we won this weekend. Kind of why.
So that was a good podcast.
That's kind of why Mauro got an in for him this week. But it's fine. It's fine because like you got all your tough games out of the way. Inter, however, still have them coming up. Like I'm actually, before I end the podcast, just for let's look at our upcoming schedule. We have look at that. We have Milan on Sunday. Okay.
Loss.
Barca.
Loss.
3 days later. Lazio.
Loss.
Genoa.
Loss.
Barca again.
Loss.
Atalanta.
Loss.
Then Frosinone. Then
Loss.
Tottenham, Roma, Juve, PSV, Udinese, Chievo, Napoli. We're going to be bottom of the league by the end of November. Essentially is what I'm trying to get at here. So
we're already bottom of the league.
Hey, bottom of the league. All right. Well, that's going to be me and Dom done for the day. If you're watching this as a YouTube video, let us know in the comments where you finished as far as weekend league. This will probably be out before the awards are out tomorrow, but just in case it's not, I'm just covering myself a little bit. Let us know who you got with your rewards as well, because I'm very curious to know. I know I'll be streaming opening the rewards. So if you want to head over, Dom's usually hanging out in chat anyway, making me feel bad whenever I concede a goal.
No, I'll just be there, like saying who I got.
Yeah. So definitely come let us know. If you haven't already, Uh, greatly appreciate subbing to the channel. It is completely free, just down there right below. Leave a like. Let us know what you think of these podcasts going forward. But yeah, that's us done for the day. Dom, it's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See ya.